Morocco Travel Guide. Traveling Morocco is an intense experience. It's chaotic, it's colorful, it's fragrant, it's eye-opening. As a backdrop to all this, the country's physical makeup is extraordinary. From the Mediterranean coast through 4 mountain ranges to the empty sand and scrub of the Sahara. In today's video, check out our interesting Morocco travel guide for everything you need to know. Things to see and do in Morocco. Get lost in the medinas. The medinas are the historical hearts of each city in Morocco, part residential area, part shopping center, part food market. Here, you'll find twisting and turning streets where shops, restaurants, markets, and homes all line the streets in buildings seemingly too close together and too old to stay up much longer. As someone who loves to get lost, the medinas were heaven. Word of caution, the Fez Medina is a bit sketchy and unsafe, so do not go too far off the beaten path. Stick to the streets with lots of people. Trek the High Atlas. The rugged and beautiful Atlas Mountains stretch over 1,500 miles from the west coast of Morocco all the way to Tunisia. This mountain range is home to Jebel Toubkal, North Africa's tallest peak at 13,671 feet. You can hike all year round, but the best time is from April to May. Trek through the Torta Gorge. This gorge is one of the most recognized in the world and has become very popular with travelers looking to hike the canyon. It's a challenging hike, but if you're looking for something truly different and outdoorsy in Morocco, don't miss out on this. Visit the Hassan II Mosque. The Hassan II Mosque, located in Casablanca, is a population attraction among tourists. It took thousands of Moroccan artists a total of 5 years to build this detailed architectural masterpiece. Its mosaics, plaster moldings, marble and stone columns and floors, and wood ceilings are utterly impressive. It is big enough for 105,000 worshippers, making it one of the largest mosques in the world. I was awed. Learn to cook traditional food. Traditional Moroccan food is a blend of Berber, Arabic, Turkish, Middle Eastern, and French cuisine. Many riads, Moroccan house or palace, offer cooking classes in the big cities like Marrakesh and Fez. You'll be able to buy fresh produce from the local market and then make a traditional dish. Café Clock offers some of the best classes. It was recommended to me by many people, and with locations in Marrakesh and Fez, this Western-influenced cafe is famous for its gigantic and delicious camel burger, which tastes a lot like spicy shawarma. Catch some waves. Morocco is extremely popular among surfers. The best time to go is during the winter months, when the waves are bigger and more consistent, and the air and water temperature is mild. Head to Tagazout, the most popular surf town, to catch some waves and browse the surf shops. Visit Tangiers. This major city in northern Morocco is located on the North African coast at the western entrance to the Strait of Gibraltar. The history of Tangiers is very rich due to the historical presence of many civilizations and cultures. Almost 100 years ago, Tangiers was considered as having international status by foreign colonial powers and became a destination for many European and American diplomats, businessmen, writers, and spies. Today, it's a hip, must-see city. Sea Atlas Studio. Named for its proximity to the Atlas Mountains, Atlas Film Studios in the city of Ouarzazate is the largest film studio in the world, covering more than 322,000 square feet of the desert. Many big films have been shot here, including Lawrence of Arabia, 1962, The Last Temptation of Christ, 1988, The Mummy, 1999, Gladiator, 2000, Kingdom of Heaven, 2005, Hannah, 2011, and part of the TV series Game of Thrones. Be sure to visit the nearby Sahara of Ait Ben Haddou, Kasbah too. It plays into what people think a Xark should look like. See the ancient city of Volubilis, a major trading center and the southernmost settlement during Roman times. Volubilis is one of the best preserved and least frequented such ruins in the world. I found it empty of tourists not built up, and open in a way that really lets you get up close and see the structures without being behind 10 feet of barriers and jostled by crowds. Most of the city is still unexcavated, so the site has a very raw feel to it. I've been to a lot of Roman ruins in my travels, but I love this one the best. It's a lovely day trip away from the crowds and noise of Fez. Entrance is $2. Explore Essaouira. Essaouira is located a few hours from Marrakesh on the Atlantic coast and is a popular beach destination for tourists, especially Brits. Visitors love the relaxed atmosphere of the city, the lack of pushy touts, the sea air, and all the fresh fish. Be sure to visit the wonderful fish market in town, where all the small fishermen sell their day's catch. Afterwards, check out the small fish stalls nearby in the main square, where you can enjoy fresh seafood grilled really cheap. Morocco travel cost. Accommodation. Dorm rooms are, on average, between $8 to $12 per night in the big cities like Marrakesh and Fez, and about 50 MAD, $5 in the outskirts. Private rooms in the hotels start around $21 to $26 range in the cities and are much cheaper in the smaller, less touristy areas. Budget hotels begin around $16 per night for a double room. Accommodation in Marrakesh and Fez will be pricier as they are the main cities. Food. Eating in Morocco can be extremely cheap, especially if you eat at the mini market. A pot of mint tea costs between 8 to 10 MAD, 85 cents to $1. You can indulge in local food, including the popular tagine, a meat and vegetables dish for about $4. Sandwiches, pizza, and most other dishes range between $30 to $50. You'll find more expensive inside restaurants with table service to cost around $10. Fish in coastal cities like Essaouira cost about $100 to $150 MAD, $10 to $16, while a lobster is about $37 to $42. Seafood dinners come with drinks, salad, and bread. Activities. Popular tourist destinations like Marrakesh offer guided group tours, which include a car which will take you to the most interesting attractions, shops, and around the Medina quarter. A full day tour costs about $94, while a half day will cost about $53. A trip to the desert can be organized with a big tour company for a variety of prices depending on how long you go and what is included. A visit to the local hammam bathhouse for a soak and spa treatment can cost as little as $1 low end and can reach $53 high end. Specific attraction prices will range widely in price depending on activity and location. When to go to Morocco? The best time to visit Morocco typically is during the country's shoulder seasons, which run from April to May and September to November. The temperatures are nice and warm during this time, and there will be less tourist traffic. However, this changes if you plan on spending most of your time surfing the coast or hiking the Atlas Mountains. Summer lasts from June to August, and it can be ridiculously hot all over the country during this time, especially the further south you go, including in Marrakesh and Fez. A lot of people head to the coast to enjoy places like Tangier, Rabat, and Essaouira. How to get around Morocco. Public transportation. Public transportation can be a hit or miss in Morocco. The bigger cities like Marrakesh and Casablanca have public bus services, but the buses are incredibly old and overcrowded, and the routes are hard to figure out. Instead, most people use pedets taxis to get around town. These are small vehicles that can hold up to 3 people, and they're prevalent all over the country. They're very cheap, although they may charge a surcharge after 8 p.m. To ensure you get a fair fare, negotiate your price up front. I hope this video helps you with the upcoming trip to Morocco, or if you have never even thought about it, then maybe it's added to your list.